Hey guys, how you guys doing? Today, welcome back on this video. We're gonna continue on Big Head Class 106. We're gonna continue on more lesson on bad debt. Today, I'm gonna focus on bad debt. In the following video, I'm gonna focus on good debt. But what I'm gonna do in this video is that I know from my other video, I really combine, good debt and bad debt, good debt all combined. But in this one, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and break it down even more further. So the thing about it that I know in my previous video is that you know how I talk about bad debt. And when people think about bad credit cards, like I was in my previous video, they only think about just I don't want no debt. But like I said in my previous video, there are two types of debt. There are good debt and there are bad debt. But the thing about it is that in this video we're gonna focus on bad debt. Like I said, like I was saying on my other video, was that with bad debt is that you have the banks and personal. Personal means yourself, and then you have the bank. And so the thing when it comes to the bank is that some people might see like no, it's the bank, or some people might see it as an institution. And the thing about it that when the bank let you go ahead and borrow that money, like I said, borrow that money right there, most people use it as a for personal gain. And some people don't realize that you owe that money back. But the thing about it that when the bank gives you that money, their goal is to make money or take your money. Somebody say, okay, how do they take your money? One way they do it is by interest rate, or one way by having the debt collector company call you and all of that. But the thing about it that what people got to realize is that it is a loan. It is a loan. It's not your money. It's not your money. But the thing about it that for example, one way if you look at a credit card a paperwork, how it's playing about when it's playing about the credit card history and all of that. If you look all the way in depth, it always has something called APR, and which should tell you about the interest rate. Some APR are zero. Some of them are like 3%. Some of them could be 12%. But the thing about it that people don't really read those the history, the paperwork that explains what the credit card is all about, where it come from, and all of that shit. You have credit card like Mastercard, American Express, you have Visa, and all of that. But the thing about it that they all play different roles. And the thing about it that one thing that people don't realize is that with credit card DJ now, they have something called credit card points. Like sometimes now, people can people can make money from credit card, or even also paying they can even pay off their bad debt from the credit card point. A lot of people don't know that, and it's very, very, very important to know that, because the thing about it is that the more, let me tell you this: when you read that paper that's explaining about the credit cards, there's so much advantage. If you read that paper very carefully, the most valuable thing how to use the credit card is always they always write it in little tiny words, so you won't see it. So they can manipulate you, thinking like, oh, we giving you $5,000 credit card line, and go to whatever you can go use it for whatever you want. But the thing about that, that's not the case. But the thing about it is that if you learn how to use it properly, it will be very, very critical. And the thing about it that, like I said in my previous video, was that you can use your personal as a people will think that credit cards are a liability. But the thing about it, you can turn your liability to an asset. You can. like I was saying in my live video was that if you think about it, that back in the day, for example, like in the 80s and the 90s, one thing that young entrepreneur would do is that they would make sure that they have a good credit score. And we know now these days, the average credit card score is 720. So imagine back in the day, you go to a bank, one of the banks that been for a long time, Bank of America. Let's say you have a 720 back in the day, and Bank of America approves you of, let's say, $50,000. You could use that $50,000 to go in business, to start your own businesses and all of that. That's one way you can turn your liability to an asset. And like I was saying is that, with the credit card point, is that you can, like these days, you can turn it to cash. Like when people do grocery shopping, when people travel. And if you look at credit card point, they have a list of events of things that you could do to get points to turn it to cash. There's so many ways to do it. And the thing about it, I'm gonna go ahead and look at my note, as you can see right here, so I can guide you guys in the proper direction and proper knowledge and all of that. But the things about it, like I wrote in on my note, is that you can make money with personal credit cards as a business investment. You can. But the things about it, a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know that they can use a personal credit card as a business investment. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's very, very important to understand. Like I was saying back in the day, they used to some young entrepreneur, what they would do is they would apply for about, let's say, 5 credit cards, and each one of them would have, let's say they would have maybe $50,000 or $30,000 each one of them. So imagine, like I said, liabilities with assets. Imagine you have the first card, you have $50,000. The second card, you have $50,000. The third one, $50,000. The fourth one, $50,000. The five card, you have $50,000. Right there, you have $250,000 to leverage from to start your own businesses. Just really imagine that. That was one way that entrepreneurs would start their own business about it back in the day. But the thing about it, you have to be very, very careful, because the thing about it, that when you start your own business, like I say, 9 out of 10 businesses fail within the first year. So you have to do your own homework, your own research, and all of that to make sure your business have a very high chance of being successful. And that's why it's a very good thing to find your own mentor. And like I was, hey guys, sorry about that. Sorry I had to cut off the video early. But like I was saying about on the other part was that on these days, if you have credit score of 72 and above, you can go ahead and do all of those things today. But the things about it, that you have to do more research. You have to do more research and a lot of financial education, so you can able to have, so you can, when it comes to like personal credit card point to cash, and also to when it comes to businesses, from liability to asset, by borrowing money from the bank and all of that. So there's a process that go into it. And one last thing I want to say is that if you know how to flip personal credit card to businesses, that's even way better. That's even way better for you, because the thing about it, that you know how to leverage so many credit cards to start your own businesses and all of that. And one thing I want to say is that in today's world, especially at 2020 and going to the future, we know credit going to be very, very important. So that's why it's very, very important to work on your credit. And including myself, including yourself, including someone else you know. Because the thing about it, that one time I want to end this is that everything is involved on my credit. So it is best to know. It is best to learn how to use it wisely. That's why I say you got to do a lot of research. You got to do a lot of homework. If you can find mentor or courses that teach you how to use how to turn your personal from liability to an asset, or from credit card point to cash, or when it comes to businesses and beyond, and even way better. But hey guys, today that's how I'm gonna end the video with for bad credit. There are two type of credit: good credit and bad credit. But I see you in the next video. All right, take care. Bye bye.